Hi everyone, please forgive my crazy looking state. It's been a very long day and I'm actually couldn't sleep, and I got out of bed and decided to do this video over this week. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about today. Today is one of those days that has been crazy wonderful. You know, it's one of those days where everything goes right. There's nothing big that happened today, but every little thing, just tons of little things just went just perfectly right. So a couple of examples of how of things that went really well for us. I found money. I basically never carry cash, and I found several bills in a change purse, and then also opened my wallet to find bills there. We got paid for, you know, we've been waiting for a long time for some money that was owed to us, and it appeared, and we find cash, and you know, everything just kind of happened all together, and you know, by themselves, none of these were big things, none of them were important, but it's when they happen all together, that's when they're called synchronicities and serendipities, when they happen at just the right time all together. Another thing that happened, you know, when we get a tax refund every year, we create some plan for that money, usually a home improvement or something else, some fun toy or whatever. So this year we've been very careful with our refund because it wasn't nearly as large as usual. But then today, once everything just fell into place. So probably a dozen things that we had been hoping for and had on our wish list, everything kind of fell into place, and we were able to get all of them. We ordered all of them all at once, and then some, and it was brilliant, because these were things we were, you know, just kind of thinking it would be nice to have one day, and you know, they're not big things, organizational things for our house to help us be less cluttered. You can see our office is kind of cluttered. I have that vision board up there to hide some of the clutter. And we have 2 children, so there's perpetual accumulation of toys, and so we're trying very hard to get organized and more organized, and so, you know, it's just these little things that keep adding up. You know, 2 weeks ago or so, I have this quote written on my board from someone I follow, and it says, "Synchronicities are a sign that you're living in flow, that you're on your soul's path, and they are a beautiful reminder that all is well and you're totally supported." And that's from a woman, Joanna Turner, whom I follow. And so 2 weeks ago, I was thinking, I read that, and I was thinking, where are all the synchronicities in our lives? You know, my husband and I, we'd been ill for the first part of this month, or for the first part of this year. We lost a pet. Money was very tight. Jobs were very, very tight. We started working on multiple angles, multiple side hustles, and things were not going well. They felt like it. We just felt stuck and completely just blah. But today everything was completely different. Everything, all these little things have just fallen into place. You know, the kids were well behaved when we were out today, which is pretty normal, but they were quieter and calmer than usual. We had lunch out in a restaurant, and they were calm and ate well, which is phenomenal for one of my children, and quiet, which is unheard of for the other child. You know, our groceries, we always shop on a budget, and things fell way under the budget that I calculated, and you know, just tons of little things. Our little boy took his nap today after days of resisting and not taking a nap, and just tons of little things. It was wonderful. And there's been a lot of stuff. My husband and I have been planning to do a lot of things for the past few days, but nothing has gone right. But we've gone with the flow and just kind of accepted what's come up, and tried our best to do the best we could with what was available. So anyway, this is really just one of those things to say everything has kind of fallen into place. I had an insight yesterday into, I was meditating and trying to figure out why every time I meditated on some part of my business that I was wanting to grow and to improve, another business that I have kept popping up in my mind, one that I've been trying to get away from for some time, because I've grown tired of it. And it finally struck me, because I was meditating on my energetic business, and I want my Reiki and intuitive business to grow, and I call those my energetic business. And then I have my editing business, which I've done, and I've been doing editing and managing for a long time, and I enjoy them, but I'm kind of looking for a change, and I want to get away from that. I want the freedom that my energetic businesses allow. But then it finally hit me that every time I was doing this meditation, to try to improve and focus on my energetic business, my mind kept going back to my editing and managing business. And so finally yesterday, as I was contemplating that, I realized that what's really going on is all of my businesses are energetic businesses. That's just who I am. Everything I do in my life is always related to energy. And whether, there's an energy that's used in editing and managing people and managing projects. There's an energy, and part of it is relation. So you're working with other people's energies, but you're working with energies of companies, with projects. There are all sorts of energies. And so, businesses have Akashic records just like people do. So I'm constantly working with energy, and that it hit me. And I finally decided to stop fighting that and to kind of go with it, because I keep telling my guides in the universe, hey, here are my goals. For a long time I said, here are my goals. I don't care how I get there. I just want to get there. And then finally, I learned, well, I wasn't giving the universe enough input. And so I do need to tell them kind of how I'd like to get there, but without getting too specific. And it's always a fine line to walk. And finally, yesterday it hit me. I've been resisting, I've been saying, here, this is what I want, but I only want to get that way through these two aspects of my business, my Reiki and my intuitive readings. And I've been wanting to get away from these. But once I finally embraced that, though they are different businesses, they are all still energetic, and they are still part of me. They are very important to who I am. Communication and relationships are very important to who I am energetically and what I do. And so I need to embrace that, and I did that. And then suddenly today, everything, boom, 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 lined up. Synchronicities to show me that life, that we're on the right path. That's what they do. Synchronicities and Serendipities show us that we are on the right path. That's the universe's way, our guide's way of saying, yes, now you're getting it. Now you're doing, and I say the right path. There are no wrong paths, really. But saying, yes, this is what you are now on the path that you've been asking us to get you on. Yes, this is it. It's their way of saying, of showing us, because they can't just, they probably can just write us a note that says, hey, yes, this is perfect. So anyway, I wanted to share that. And one of the beautiful things that happened today, several weeks ago, I ordered rune cards because, as you know, I work with runes, and I really enjoy working with runes, but it struck me that I really wanted to be able to have cards. I wanted to be able to do a quick and easy reading. My sunstone runes are kind of brittle. I don't always have the space for them. They don't photograph well, they don't video well because they're so sparkly. And I wanted rune cards so that I could easily video them. And so they arrived today. I ordered them weeks ago, but they had to come all the way from Australia, and they are absolutely beautiful. And I want to give a shout out to Lynn Boyle, who designed them. And I'm going to post links to her website, or to her Facebook pages and her Etsy store, because I bought these off of Etsy and they are beautiful. as soon as I opened them, I could feel the power. They buzzed. They are brilliant. I can't stop playing with them. I can't stop looking at them. They are gorgeous. Let's see. There's one, but they're just beautiful. And you know, these are the backs of them. They're simple, they're beautiful, and they just feel divine energetically. They're the right size, the perfect size for my hand. They're basically the size of a deck of playing cards. Perfect, unlike a lot of the big, bulky oracle cards. They're fantastic. So big shout out to Lynn Boyle. Thank you so much. I've already emailed her to tell her how much I love them and appreciate them already. I played with them, got them charged with my energy, which again, they didn't need much charging. They really resonated with me. And my daughter decided to do a reading for her daddy tonight, and that was fantastic because the cards drawn were Rido, Fehu, and Isa, which journey, wealth, and standstill, but in this case, standstill reversed because although Isa doesn't have a reverse, the card can have a reverse. And so we sort of jokingly said his journey toward, my husband's journey toward wealth is no longer in a standstill, it's moving forward again. And that's, you know, another one of those things are moving beautifully. So again, this is really just a late night video in which I say, hey, things have been great today, and I hope that things are great for you as well this week. I hope that you are feeling the lighter energies of March and are having a wonderful March just like we are now. I mean, it took us a few days for things to really get moving, but it's really been wonderful.